Hello, welcome to the Woman of God podcast, spoken by Letitia McCullough, aka Lei Mac, produced by Kevin Mafu. Today, I wanted to speak on let your talent balloon. One thing, y'all, I do confess, I tried to hide from the world. Yeah, I tried to hide my talent. I tried to hide it from the world. I didn't want anybody. I didn't care. I just wanted to sit on my porch, drink my pink lemonade, and watch my grandkids eventually run around. I don't have grandkids yet. But I wanted to speak that we are battling against flesh and blood, and this world is so dark. The devil makes it so dark, so we'll be afraid to not show our talent. I just wanted y'all to know that. That is too obvious. But also, I'm just wanting to let y'all know, do not hide your light under a bushel. Let that little light shine. Matthew chapter 5, 14 through 16. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light shine so before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Also, have you read the parable of the talents in Matthew 24, y'all? Well, verses 24 speaks of, then he which has received the one talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, and gathered thee thou hast not sown. Verses 25, and I was afraid, and went and hid the talent in the earth. Lo, thou hast that in thy. Verses 26. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knew that I reap where I sowed not, and gathered where I have not strawed. So basically, Father is saying that I gave you this talent, and you decided not to show it, all because you are afraid. So that's the one thing about that. God do not like cowards, and he does not like laziness. So yes, we are to let that light shine. It doesn't matter if it's one talent. No matter your talent, singing, acting, doing hair, that's a talent that I do not possess. And did you know that the cowardly, they do not enter into the heavens. They do not enter the heavens. For some reason, God found the cowardly disrespectful, utterly disrespectful. Revelations chapter 21. But as for the cowardly, the faithless, the detestable, as for the murderers, the sexual immortality, the sorcerers, idlers, and all liars, their portion will be in the lake that burns with fire and sulfur, which is the second death. Did y'all hear what the first one he actually put forth? He said the cowardly. Those are the first ones he mentioned would not enter into the gates of heaven. Now, I'm not sure if he means those who are afraid to speak up and those who hide, but I'm quite sure that's what he meant. I used to kind of ponder on that, but God was quite clear. And God defines that as lazy. When I study on that, I was like, shoot, me? Show my talent? I would love to. Because I always wanted to show my talent. The world made me feel like I was too old at the age of 25. And then not only that, I felt like I was trapped. I was going through something at the time. I ended up having a husband. I was married and had kids at the time. So I just laid back and I was actually isolated as well. But I just wanted to speak on that, y'all, because when it comes to your talent, no matter how many you have, um, what kind of talent it is, your talent is going to bloom. If you let God use you, use it for the benefit of Him. And when you use your talent, you use it fully for God and for love, And sometimes, I like to go to karaoke and I speak, I like to sing and for fun. But also, right here, I wanted to speak out. Um, did you know in the Word of God, it tells us that we are to blow the trumpet in Zion? Zion today is a spiritual, just like there's a spiritual Israel, or as Israel, as heart, and hardened Israel. So yes, get up, get out, let your light shine, and show the gift that God gave you. Yes, the gift of God. Don't use it for darkness, but for the light. Use it to share God's love and use it for goodness and in general love. But I wanted to speak that to y'all today because yes, I was hiding my talent for a while. And one day God was like, it's time. It's time to get back to where you're supposed to be. I thought it was meant for me to work for the state for the rest of my life, and I was content in my ways. And I was like, Father, if that's what you want me to do, and I just minister in the prisons or speak to those in general when I walk into the grocery store and just sing in the shower and that karaoke, I was fine with it. But the devil was a lie. God called me in such a time as this. But that's what I wanted to speak on today, y'all, is that you got to let your talent shine. Let it bloom. All right, y'all be blessed.